Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here. Anyway, as normal, we are looking ahead to today's slate for Sunday, October 13th. It is a three-gamer. I'm not doing the early games. We are looking ahead to the 6 o'clock Eastern time start time, which obviously, like I said, is the three gamers. So, anyway, hopefully, you guys all did good on Saturday on that single game. I played a couple dollars, but I didn't post anything, so it was kind of an off day for us. If you guys did play, hopefully, you all did good. And Aiton, Booker, and Rubio were all out, so it was kind of hard trying to find who's going to play what, and so it was kind of chaotic. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did pretty good on that. So anyway, we are back at it here for the three-game slate for Sunday, and then Monday is a massive slate. So two pretty good slates to look at. As normal, doing this early in the morning, and as you guys see in the last couple days, there is a ton of news that happens throughout the day. So some of these picks that I have may not be, may not be good picks later on in the day. So anyway, if you want to get in on preseason, love to have you guys. Only $20, and as you guys seen in the previous videos and on Twitter, we are winning almost every single day. So $20 is honestly nothing, and that's $20 per site. So to get in on it, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. Yeah, we'd love to have you guys come join us. And also, regular season is just around the corner, so why not come join us for our season pass? Like I said, it's $300 before the season starts. Once it starts, it goes up to $350. So get in on it while you guys can. And yeah, would love to have you guys for sure. And the $300 is per site as well. So to get in on it, check out our Twitter, as I said, in the comment section below. Yeah, anyway, three gamer, all of them start at the same time today. First game is going to be Philly and Orlando. I do expect Joel Embiid to be playing this one. I wouldn't be shocked if Simmons did sit just because he has played the first two. And Embiid got the rest last time out, so wouldn't shock me that Simmons would be out in this one. So definitely keep that in mind. Anyway, I don't expect Embiid to play big minutes here, but still, you know how Embiid is. He's really productive in the minutes given. I got him for 30. He is 10-2. I don't think I can get him in here on FanDuel. It's just too expensive and not enough minutes for me. I left Horford at 17, power forward. Let me see, not much else going on here. I don't mind Tobias Harris and Richardson. I'm definitely going to give a bump to Richardson if Simmons is out for some reason. Another guy I don't mind. I don't even know how to say this dude's name. I do apologize for that. But anyway, this guy right here, if you go look at him, he's been doing pretty good. He's a rookie and doesn't score a lot, but he's one of those all-around guys that gets you like three points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And I really do like him on on FanDuel. So because of that steal upside. So probably going to be going him in a couple. He is 4-3, but I definitely think he's worth it. You can put him up a little higher just because of his steal up value there. So yeah, you guys can always go look at his last couple games. And they're thriving about him there in Philly. They like what he's doing. So definitely check him out. He's not a bad option at all. Moving on, small forward. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Shake Milton if Simmons is out. But if Simmons does play, I got him for 23, 24. He's not as productive with Joel Embiid out there, so I don't mind him, but I don't know if I'll really have him in here. We'll have to see how the slate changes throughout the day. Moving on to Orlando. Yeah, man, these guys are playing a ton of games. I think this is their 5th game already, which is crazy. Once again, they might limit their minutes because they've been playing so many games, and they have one more after this. They don't play for like 3 or 4 days, so this is kind of like their last day for a while. Who knows? They may play their guys, or they may rest a couple. We'll have to see. Not into Augustine at all. Michael Carter, as normal, he's your GPP guy if you think he's going to do anything. If Augustine sits for some reason, obviously you got to go Mr. Michael Carter. Don't care for Fournier. He's just trash in the preseason. I do like Terrence Ross. You go look at him in the last 2 games, and he's been very productive, and that's even with everyone mostly playing. So Ross in a half-decent spot. Fultz, he's been trash last couple games, maybe 12 or 13 if you want to, but I don't see a lot of upside with the dude. Moving on here, I do like Isaac. kind of didn't have the best game last time. No one really did. But yeah, I don't mind Isaac here if they play him as normal minutes. Moving on to the power forward, don't mind Gordon. I got him at 23 to 24. Like I said, if we hear their minutes are going to be around 28 to 30, then I'll probably bump them up. But if they're going to play them like they have been around 22 to 24, I'll leave him at 23. Aminu could be an interesting option depending on what's going on with Vukovic. Aminu hasn't been too bad either the last couple games. And speaking of Vukovic, we'll see if he plays. He was a full participant in practice, but like I said, it's a little injury, but it's preseason. Does this game really matter? And Vukovic is obviously one of your franchise players, so I wouldn't be surprised if they held him out here. If they do, then Birch once again is in play. Didn't do much last game, but I don't mind him. I mostly like Birch because I don't think, they're not going to push Mobamba. There's just no reason to push him. 60 minutes and he's done. So Mobamba, obviously, he's the GPP play. He can either suck like he did last game or just go off for 20, 23 points. So if you feel in GPP, go Mobamba. So, yeah, we'll have to see what's going on with Orlando. Like I said, they were pushing their guys early on with their minutes, and then now they're trying to slow them down a little bit. So we'll see what they do here. Moving on to Milwaukee and Washington in this one. Bledsoe going to be out again. That's not my projections. That's Roto Grinders. Maybe 11 for George Hill. I don't like Middleton. I don't mind Pat Connaughton maybe. Another guy that I don't mind is Dante. Dante, let's call him that for now. I got him a little low at 12. He screwed me over the first time I played him. Did pretty good last game without Bledsoe, so I don't mind going that way if you want to, him or Pat Connaughton, if you're looking for cheap options. So that is mostly there. So I have a really bad feeling. I don't know why I have this feeling. Thankfully, they all lock at the same time, so we're not going to get screwed over. Anyway, I have a weird feeling Giannis is not going to play. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. I mean, we saw that, a couple guys have been getting arrested the last couple games. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis doesn't play. I mean, it's a game they don't really – it's preseason. They don't care. They did sit him in the first game, and then he played back-to-back games. Well, not back-to-back days, but back-to-back games. So we'll see. If Giannis does play, he's going to play his normal 21, 22 minutes. But as we know, the dude is insane. He's going to score 40, 50 points in like 20 minutes. So if he's playing, yeah, sign me up for sure. If he's not, oh, man, it just gets hectic for sure. We'll have to see what they do. One guy I do love is Dragon Bender. If you go look at how he's been doing, the dude's been solid. Fanduel put his price up to $5,500, which sucks. But I got him for about 18 to 20 minutes in this one. He might even go higher than 17 and a half. He's been doing really good. So Dragon Bender is in a solid spot, only if Urson is out once again. And then moving on to center, you can look at Lopez, but I don't think he has a ton of upside in this one. Moving on the Washington side, don't mind Bryant, double easily, so a little bit bonus there on DK. Wagner, told you guys about him last one, and he was in the starting lineup. Rio did not start, so Wagner got the start. I do expect Rio to be back in it, and don't mind Wagner off the bench, so put him in there once again. Nothing there. Small forward. Speaking of Rio, here he is. I got him for 16, 17. Not a lot of upside. Maybe put him in there. David Bertans, maybe. I mean, you can look at those guys, but they just don't have a lot of upside to me. Beal, depending on his minutes, I like him. We saw what he did 18 minutes last game, and he had like over 30 fantasy points. So I don't mind Beal. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they bump his minutes up to 20. I mean, if they do, then I'll definitely play him. Jordan McRae, really don't mind him. He's a solid option. He's been getting around 17, 18 fantasy points. 4,500, the dude is in a good spot. You can definitely look at Justin Anderson in a GPP. I got him for 12, but he could easily get you a 13, 14. He's been half decent. He played for the Hawks for a little bit, and he's not a bad player, so definitely check him out. That's only if Bradley Beal's minutes are continued to be limited. Moving on to point guard. Not too into these dudes, honestly. So Washington side, I'm really not into it. besides maybe Wagner and Bryant. And yeah, man, that's really it for those dudes. So not much going on there. And then this game here, I really like this game, Toronto and Chicago. It could be a runaway game with Toronto. We'll have to see what they do with their starters. They did play 2 games over there in Japan against Oklahoma. Sorry, not Oklahoma City. I was thinking of Westbrook against Houston. So we'll have to see. They are back in Toronto, so they've been doing a ton of traveling. So who knows? Nick Nurse may rest a couple of those guys just because doesn't need to play them. They played 2 competitive games, and their minutes were relatively high over there. We'll have to see. Marc Gasol is already announced out, so they may announce maybe 1 or 2 guys out later. We'll have to see. But for now, this is what we got. We got Toronto starters once again. And, if they're going to continue playing the way they were against Houston, fire them up. I think they're in a good spot. We'll have to see what's going on with Lowry. He may play. I mean, if he does, I don't expect many minutes. Franchise guy. I don't think you're going to push him against in a preseason game. So we'll go look at the Toronto side real quick. I do love Fred VanVleet. Even if he comes off the bench, I'd probably lower him a little bit, but I still think he's in a good spot. He's feel comfortable with this team and proven pretty good. Thomas Davis, both those guys don't mind him, but they don't play enough minutes for me. If Lowry's out, don't mind Norman Powell again. A dude is shooting a ton, but if his shot is off, you're kind of screwed. But if his shot is on, like it was last game, why not put him in there? He's mostly a scorer, doesn't do a lot of rebounds or assists. So if his shot's not on, you might be in for a long night. I love Siakam and Ibaka. Both these guys are solid plays if they play. Marc Gasol is out, so Chris Boucher, or I think that's how you say it. I think he's French. I'm not 100%. Anyway, last time when Marc Gasol was out, he had 12.7 rebounds in limited minutes, but a solid play for sure with no Marc Gasol. I could even bump him up to 14. I think he's in a very, very good spot here. He's bare minimum, so why not put him in there? I think you could definitely do that. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Siakam, Ibaka, and Chris Boucher are in pretty good spots for me, and then obviously Fred VanVleet and Powell in a GPP. Moving on to the Chicago side, all their starters rested last game, so they all should be back out there here for tonight. There's Dunn. Honestly, I'd probably go Satoransky. He's just proven pretty good. White is definitely not in a bad spot. I expect his ownership to go up just because he's been playing pretty good. But honestly, I'd rather go Satoransky just because of ownership leverage. I think White could score just maybe 1 or 2 less than Satoransky, but ownership-wise, you're definitely going to get an edge on Satoransky over White. Moving on to the shooting guard area, Levine's a Levine. Put him in there. Don't mind him. No Kawhi Leonard, so I'm not as afraid of their defense. OG's not too bad of a defender, but Levine's Levine. I don't mind him, and he got some rest. Maybe Otto Porter. I'm always iffy on the two. Plus, he's going up against Siakam and stuff like that. Don't mind Denzel Valentine, but they are getting a little bit healthier, so I don't know how many minutes he's going to have. Wendell Carter is probably going to be probable for this game. So that hurts Gafford for sure a little bit. Marketing, they just don't play the guy enough for me, and Thaddeus Young. So they're kind of like the Knicks the other night. They got so many power forwards. I don't know what they're going to do with them all. So, depending on minutes is what I'm going to do there. So, and that's mostly it. So it's not the greatest slate, to be completely honest with you. None of these teams really are going to push their guys, maybe Orlando, but most of them are going to play the first half, and that's really it. So, we'll have to see. There's a lot of question marks out there. You can look at Simmons. Is he a must-play? Definitely not. But, man, point guards is just terrible. Is Satoransky not going to play? Let me go look real quick. We'll be rested Friday. Okay, so he was rested on Friday. Okay. Sorry, I thought that was for today's. You can look at Simmons. Don't mind Satoransky, as I mentioned. Fred VanVleet, Kobe White. So I'd probably go cheaper on your point guards for sure, if that's the way you're going, and I'd probably recommend that. Beal's only in play if his minutes go up, but why not just go to Zach LaVine? You got Ross there, Jordan McRae. Both those guys are very solid options. A little bit lower down, let me see what we got going on. Maybe Fultz, Justin Anderson, Dante, if you want to. Out of all those guys, I'd probably go Dante just because of what's going on with Bledsoe. So I think he'd be your safer option if you had to pick. And then Giannis, like I said, I have a weird feeling about him sitting, but if he does play, then yeah, definitely put him in there. Harris, not too bad of a spot. Isaac still sitting pretty at 5,500. If Simmons is out, I'd definitely go with Josh Richardson over Isaac. And then this guy, like I said, don't know his name, but he's in a solid spot for sure. I'd probably pick him out of all these guys down here. And then moving on to the power forward position, Siakam, solid spot. Gordon, don't mind him either. Dragon Bender, like I said, he's expensive, but I love him. I think he's in a really good spot. So Siakam and Bender, I definitely pick these two over Gordon and Bender if you have to pick. But also you got Ibaka down there. But he is a veteran, so how much is he really going to play? And I think that's mostly it for me. And then last but not least, the center position. Don't mind Joel Embiid. Definitely would take him over Vukovic. Bryant, solid option as well. And definitely love some Montrezl Wagner. So if you can't get up there to Embiid, don't worry. You got Wagner. You can definitely stack up everywhere else. But Embiid is in a solid spot for sure in limited minutes. So that's mostly it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one as normal. Follow the news. That is the big key here in preseason. And yeah, if you guys don't want to follow news and it's just too much for you, why not just come join us? You know, I'm up on all the news and I'll give you guys the best lineups that I possibly can. So yeah, if you're struggling with trying to find all the news, trust me, it's hard trying to find it all. And yeah, just let me do it and come join us. So as normal, $20 for the rest of the preseason per site. You pick FanDuel or DraftKings. To get in on it, check out our website in the comment section below. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. We'll see you guys a little bit later.